Now let us consider another topic that's covered here. If you go to the very top and scroll a little down, as you see, the documentation says that as soon as the page loads and it reaches the line where it contains this attribute with the source, it will start fetching data from that source, and it can be used, for example, to display additional data that takes more time to be fetched or generated. Let us see it in action. For this, let us go back to the editor and let me open routes and add another route here. And now let's open articles controller, go to the end and add another function. And let us now go and add a related view file. And here we add statistics html.arb, and in here we add the turbo frame tag. And let us now use this in the index file. Maybe after these articles, let us add this, and maybe we can do just loading. And let us use very simple styling here. And let's also add and for the data to be fetched, we also need to add the source attribute here. And if we go back to our browser and refresh, we see this kind of simulated delayed fetching. As you saw, we didn't use the statistics view in any of the direct calls except for calling it in here. So that ensures that data from that possibly expensive process will be fetched and rendered. Now let us go back to the documentation and mention one more thing. As you see here, we have another part of the documentation that talks about the lazy loading. What's the difference between eager loading and lazy loading? As you see, kind of both of them are lazy loading, but this one loads as soon as the page is loaded, while in case of lazy loading, data will be loaded only when the frame is close to the visible area. The benefit of using lazy loading is that when frame is not going to be visible from the beginning, when the page loads, we can delay fetching data. For example, if we have index page, as in our case, and we had many records here, and we had this part being displayed at the bottom of the index page, then we would not have to fetch this data because we are not sure that the user will scroll it to the bottom of this page. Let me now add a few more articles and let us see how it can help us. So I added now more articles, and let us move this to the bottom of this list. Let us go back to the editor and move it after this list of articles. And also at the end of this documentation, let us add this loading lazy. Let us go back to this page, And now please pay attention to this. Here we do not see the statistics being fetched. As I scroll down, you see now just got fetched. Let me do it one more time. Let me refresh, and as you see, it is not there. As I scroll down, it just got fetched. And if I had never scrolled down, like in this case, if I just go to another page, I would not have wasted resources by fetching those details. At this stage, let us discuss one more interesting thing. You might have noticed that when we hover over some of the links, we get that page prefetched. I can do it again. You see that it got prefetched again. And if we click on this, we see that it has HTML of the body of that page. Why it happens? We can see it in the TurboDrive pages documentation. If we go there and search for prefetching, we can see that. And let's move on here. The next topic is promoting a frame navigation to a page visit.